Hi, everyone. My name is Michael Linderman. I'm the pastor of the Lutheran Church of the Redeemer in Ramsey, New Jersey, and I would like to share with you a few thoughts on Friday, March 20th, 2020. I was blessed to receive a shared quote from the Henri Nouwen Society. Henri Nouwen was a Catholic priest. He was born in Holland and spent many years in the United States and Canada and taught and wrote many famous books. He died in 1996, but he's very famous for being a great spiritual teacher of the Christian tradition. And the Henri Nouwen Society is dedicated to his legacy. They shared a quote from some of his writing. It's called "Live Under the Blessing." Jesus suffered and died for our sake. He suffered and died not in despair, not as the rejected one, but as the beloved child of God. From the moment he heard the voice that said, "You are my beloved, on you my favor rests," he lived his life and suffered his pain under the blessing of the Father. He knew that even when everyone would run away from him, his Father would never leave him alone. For us, the greatest temptation is to lose touch with the blessing. We are beloved sons and daughters of God. When we live our suffering under the blessing, even the greatest pain, yes, even death, will lead us deeper into the forgiving and life-giving heart of God. But when we think we are not loved, when we reflect on ourselves as living under a curse, when we say or think, "I am not good," our suffering will lead us to despair, and our death cannot give life. What I like about this quote is how he commands us to live under the blessing. This blessing is based on the experience of Jesus, as reported in the Gospel of Mark. When Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist in the River Jordan, the story says that the heavens opened and a voice declared, "You are my Son, the Beloved. With you I am well pleased." And in our Christian faith, we understand that that blessing that Jesus lived under is our blessing as well, that we claim that blessing of God in our baptism through Jesus Christ, and that we too are beloved children of God, sons and daughters of God who are close to God's heart and so dearly loved of God that God cannot take his eyes off us. And now, in this quote here, Henri Nouwen is saying to us that we should claim this blessing, and particularly in times of stress and pain or confusion, and even in the case of death, he says, when we live our suffering under the blessing, that is the blessing that Christ claims and then shares with us, even the greatest pain, yes, even death, will lead us deeper into the forgiving and life-giving heart of God. That somehow living and experiencing life under that blessing and claiming that blessing for ourselves, remembering that blessing, gives us great satisfaction and gives us peace. And through whatever challenge we must go through, whether it be small challenges or great challenges or even death itself, when we trust in that blessing, we find ourselves in the forgiving and life-giving heart of God, that we are really right with God in that, that we are at the center of God's heart when we live and claim that blessing for ourselves. When we forget it, of course, which we all do, and we all lose sight of it. We can even neglect it or reject it, depending on how we feel in our lives from day to day. But we are called ever again to return to that blessing and claim it and make it part of our life together. In these times of stress and struggle, and under these circumstances when we can't meet together, things are not normal, and we're even worried for our own well-being and the lives of our loved ones as well. Remind each other, you are a beloved child of God. remind yourself you are a beloved child of God. That is true for you now. That is true for you if you get sick. That is true for you if you die. That is true for you forever. You are a beloved child of God and belong to God, and God will not let you go. That is the promise that we claim, and it's the promise I hope you will claim this weekend and in the following days. Be sure to join us on Sunday, 10:15, on our Facebook page for a live stream service. And we will be trying to put that service up on this YouTube channel as well. And also look down below this video for the subscribe button and push subscribe so that you'll get a little notification every time I add a video to this channel. God bless you all, and I'll see you again on another video.